the cows. Sokas, they are searching, they could not find. Then Sokas went for searching. Krishna, Lord, don't worry, I will go. As soon as Krishna went for searching, in the meantime, Brahmaji came and kidnapped all cowherd boys and kept them in the cave of near close to Jamuna. And that same day, it was constellation day of the birth constellation of Balaramji. So at the very day, Balaram was not present during cow grazing. So Brahma get very golden chance. So now Brahmaji went to Brahmalok. In the meantime, because this is showing Bhagavan, he can do what is possible, what is not possible, what never be possible. He can make it possible very easily. So Brahmaji, after capturing them, he went to Brahmalok, means his own abode. In the meantime, Krishna, he made a trace. And he went Brahmalok prior to Brahmaji and became four-headed Brahmaji and took his seat inside his Brahma's abode and told his servants, calling their name, oh, you have to do this or do that, and told, listen, I have a new message from reliable source that someone is coming to cheat me, making artificial forehead. Be careful, don't allow him to enter in my abode. When Krishna is playing this drama, who can understand? So, when Brahmaji came, he wanted to enter his house. Suppose you are entering your own house. If you are a very wealthy person, if you have so many servants, they will make you danda, pranam, salute you. Oh sir, please come. You have no need to ask any permission from your servants. As like Brahmaji going every day, coming and going, is going in. As soon as you want to go in, two servants came. Don't enter inside. What? Are you mad? No, the servants said, no, we are not mad. You are mad. You are cheater. Our master is inside. Our master ordered us that somebody is coming to cheat our master. So, how come? I am your master. Don't talk anymore. If you advance an inch, we'll crack your head. Brahma is surprised. Why they are doing so? That Brahma came step back and meditate. Oh my goodness. Oh, Krishna is himself there became Brahmaji. What to do? Now it is big offense. So he came back again in form of Vrindavan. And he saw that Krishna is raising cows as it is. And Sokas are there, everything. How come? When Brahmaji kidnapped the calves and cows and cowherd boys, then Krishna is searching, all Sokas could not find. He has yogurt and rice in one hand, and between the finger, some kind of pickle called teti in Braj is keeping on his between hand and was taking, but he forgot to take, became so unhappy. Then Yogamaya helped him to remind him, oh, Brahmaji did this. Okay, no problem. So Krishna became himself all Sokas and all cows, and going every day for grazing cows and everything doing as it is. So Brajavasis could not understand. The cows, they could not understand. No one can understand what is going to be happen. In the meantime, Gargacharya announces, this is the golden year, and this time is extremely auspicious. So whoever married their daughter, they never be widow, they are extremely fortunate. So all Brajavasis, they arrange their marriage ceremony with their son and daughter. So at that time, also Krishna became all Sokas. So all gopis, they got married with Krishna. But none can understand. This is the play of the drama of Yogamaya Devi. When Brahmaji came down in home of Vrindavan, he saw all are going same time cow grazing. Brahma said, maybe when I am looking towards this side, Krishna bringing them from Jamuna side, from the cave, and grazing cows. When I am looking other side, then Krishna sending them.
Oh, what Balaram thought?
After that. So, what happened? Brahma said, oh, let me see, I have four-headed, by two-headed I can look towards Krishna's sky, and by two-headed I can towards Jana cave, then understand. Same time he saw both of Krishna's sakhas and cows as like unconscious there, like sleeping there, and cow grazing is going there. Then he rubbed his eyes. Am I in a dream? What has happened? Then when he opened his eyes, he saw all cows, all calves and all cowherd boys, even their stick, all became 400. How come? How became 400? Again he rubbed his eyes, again saw cow grazing going on. Why Krishna showed this? Krishna want to show Brahmaji that even the stick of drudge by which we are cow grazing, they are not an ordinary, they are transcendental Satchidananda. And they are your worshipful deity, 400 Vishnu Datta want to show this. Then Brahma did pranam, full prostration. In the meantime, just going to be 1 year, the cows, their nature, they love their small kids, not the elder calves. So the elderly cow, the milkmen, they are grazing cows one place, and Krishna only sakhas, the grazing cows other side. So the cows saw from a distance that the elder calf, the grazing far distance, seeing them, they run towards that side, giving the new calf. And all goats, they become extremely unhappy, become very angry. How our children playing flute? We could not control our cows. Let us go there, we will give a good lesson. They also follows the cows, and when they went that side near Madhuban, seeing their own kids, they forget that danger, they become completely cool down. Why? Because all the cowherd boys are Krishna. Then Baladev Prabhu, just 1 year, 1 day left over there, he saw, how come the nature of mother cow, they will love their young kids, young cow, not the elder cow, giving up their young cow. Why they run there? How? What happened? Is this Maya of Brahmaji or any ghost, anything? None can bewilder me. Then immediately saw, oh, Krishna became calves, kid, and cowherd boys, everything. Then Baladev began to smile towards Krishna. Oh, only by the breast milk of Mother Jashoda, your stomach not became full. Oh, you became millions of calves and millions of cowherd boys and sucking their breast milk. The Baladev smiled and Krishna smiled. Up to 1 year, Baladev could not figure out by the influence of Krishna's Yogamaya. Only Krishna's Yogamaya can bewilder Baladev Prabhu. Other than no power has no power to bewilder Baladev Prabhu. Then Brahmaji saw this. Oh, now I did big offense. How to do? How I can satisfy Krishna? So then he thought, oh, if I praise Krishna other way, he may not be pleased. So if you want to please Bhagavan, if you have to please Krishna, you have to please his associates. If you want to please Gurudev, you have to please devotees, please Vaishnavas. Then Gurudev will please. And if you please Krishna, you have to please associates. So if I serve Gurudev, don't care for Vaishnavas, Gurudev will never be happy. If you serve only Krishna, but not his associates, then Krishna will never be happy. So Brahma thought, oh, I have to pray to Brajavasis, then Krishna will please. First he told, Athapite deva padam pujadaya prasadale sanukrita evahi.
Thank you. Very good.
Okay. I'm certain I have to first pray to the Brajavasis, then Gurudev will please also. So then Brahma told, No midhate aprabhakuse taridambaraya dunya vatamsa paripiccha lasan mukhaya Varnasvaye kapaladatra visanu venu Lakshma Sri Mridupade Pasupanga Jaya. In this slok, he praised Nanda Baba and others. So after that, to whom you order, they will and praise and Krishna and explain Brajavasis glory. Hare Krishna. That's all.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanam Janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mansha Kalpatarubhashta Kripasindhuvevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Audaurya Madhurya Gunaischa Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Shirsha Namah. So Srila Gurudev is bringing us on a wonderful transcendental journey into Sri Krishna's transcendental pastimes. And as his pranam mantra is telling to all of us, Shri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham. Srila Gurudev is so expert in anointing this nectar unto the souls of all the jivas in this world, bringing the pastimes of Krishna, bringing Vrindavan into our hearts. So how fortunate we are this evening to be in the presence of Srila Gurudev, hearing 10 cantos. So this wonderful pastime of Lord Brahma stealing the calves and the young cowherd boys, and then having this astonishing realization that actually Krishna himself had overpowered his yoga potency, his mystic yoga, and he realized that he was absolutely nothing, even though he's the supreme creator of this universe. But his power, in comparison to the unlimited power of Krishna, he was like a tiny little firefly in comparison with the effulgent sun. So Lord Brahma, after witnessing this pastime of Krishna and realizing that he had been thoroughly defeated by his very own master, so now Lord Brahma, he felt very, very embarrassed and very foolish. And he wanted to come to approach Krishna, to give his obeisances to Krishna, to ask for forgiveness from him, that he had become bewildered. Because this lila is called Brahma Vimohan Lila, that Lord Brahma has become bewildered. But actually this bewilderment, it was Krishna's will, it was Krishna's desire to execute such a pastime. So Lord Brahma, by Yogamaya potency, he became temporarily bewildered, thinking that, oh, who is this young cowherd boy? How could he possibly be the Supreme Absolute Personality of Godhead? But when he saw this manifestation of Krishna's power and potency, then he realized, oh yes, I have made a big mistake. He is the absolute Lord, not only of this universe, but of millions and trillions of universes, and the unlimited spiritual sky, the entire creation. But yet, he is appearing here in Vrindavan, in this Naravat Lila, very human-like pastimes, and he is appearing here, executing these sweet pastimes for the benediction of all the fallen souls. So now Lord Brahma, he approached Krishna one day just after this pastime, and he came to Krishna in a very secluded place in the Vrindavan forest, and there he saw that Krishna was standing with a lump of sweet, like a laddu in his hand, just like an innocent young boy. And Lord Brahma came down on his swan carrier, the great four-headed Lord Brahma with golden crowns and great opulence. And he came down there in this secluded place in the forest, And then he paid his obeisances to Krishna, who was just simply standing there like an innocent young boy. And he, from all sides, he circumambulated Krishna, and with tears in his eyes, all of his foreheads, anointing the lotus feet of Krishna. And now he stood up very reverentially in front of Krishna, bowing down before him. And he began to pray his prayers to Krishna. These prayers are very glorious, because within them there is so much tattva siddhanta, so much realized knowledge that Lord Brahma had gained. And he glorified Krishna as being the absolute Lord of the whole creation, whom everyone must take shelter of. And he said, Samashita ye padapallavam plavam mahatpadam punya yasho marare. He said that this great, vast universe, which is actually like an unlimited ocean, and is very, very difficult to cross over. This material existence is full of so many dangers and so many problems. And the jiva souls are floating in this material universe lifetime after lifetime. At every single step, there is so much difficulty and danger. But if someone takes shelter of your lotus feet, O Krishna, then that great ocean, it becomes shrunk down to the size of just like a little puddle made by the hoof of a calf in the mud. That's all. And anyone can easily cross beyond it by the power, by the potency of taking shelter of your lotus feet. And he prayed to Lord Brahma. He said, you are the absolute supreme Lord, and your powers, your glories are unlimited. No one can possibly understand you and your potencies. And therefore he said, Jnane prayasam udapasya namanta eva jivanti sanmukaritam bhavadiya vartam stane stita shrigatam tanuvan manobir ye prayaso jitajitopya sitaistri lokyam. He said, those persons who give up this attempt, jnane prayasam, to understand you by simply philosophical knowledge, to comprehend the extent of your glories. This is impossible anyway. So therefore, they should give up this attempt. And jivanti sanmukaritam bhavadiya vartam. They should live in the association of your pure devotees who have realized your eternal transcendental glories in nature. And they should constantly hear sanmukaritam from the lotus mouth of such pure devotees. They should hear this nectar, this stream of nectar flowing from their lotus mouth. Stane stita. They should remain, whatever position they are in this present world, they can remain there, but always be hearing from the pure devotees. And in this way, they will gradually become so transcendentally potent in their love for you. They will develop praying bhakti. They will develop pure bhakti by this process. And then, ye prayaso jitajitopyasi taistri lokyam. You, my Lord, O Krishna, who cannot be conquered by anyone in the whole three worlds, in the whole creation, you become jita. You become conquered by that person's praying. Lord Brahma, he glorified Krishna with so many stavas and stutis. And at the end of his glorification, he also prayed that, oh, these Brijvasis, these eternal associates of yours, every living creature within Vrindavan, even the plants and the trees and the shrubs, even the rocks, they are so, so fortunate. Because these Brijvasis are your eternal associates, millions and millions of times greater than myself. So what am I in comparison? I simply pray that I can take birth as a shrub or a tree, that I can have the dust from the lotus feet of these Brijvasis on me. And even if I cannot take birth like that, I pray even I can become a stone, a rock. That the sweepers in the Vrindavan, these sweepers, they will even cleaning the bathrooms and going here and there. Oh, when they come, they use one stone to scrape their feet on, to clean their feet. So I want to become that stone. Lord Brahma desired to become a stone. And actually, by his desire became fulfilled, because then he became Brahma Parvat. in Nandagaon, and on that very hill, Lord Krishna performed all of his pastimes.
Not Nandagaon, Varshana.
Sorry, Varshana. Yes, in Varshana. And there are so many sweet pastimes of Radha and Krishna were performed on Lord Brahmaji himself. So finally, he told that I cannot understand the greatness of all of these associates of yours. He said, Aho bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajokasham, Yan Mitram Paramanandam, Purna Brahma Sanatanam. Oh, that supreme, absolute Purna Brahma, who is the eternal, absolute truth beyond this whole creation. He is there playing as the intimate friend of the cowherd boys, the intimate beloved of the gopis, the son of Nanda Maharaj. And all of the Brijvasis have such intimate relationships. So he said, Aho bhagyam, how fortunate they are. And in this way, Lord Brahma fell at the lotus feet of Krishna, weeping so many tears and glorifying Krishna. And Krishna stood there, hearing these stavas and stutis of Lord Brahma, practically unmoved, because he is that supreme Lord, who millions and millions of Brahmas are glorifying. So in this way, Lord Brahma understood the glories of his worshipable lordship, Sri Krishna, and he surrendered at his lotus feet, and Krishna also forgave him for the mistake that he had made. So this is the glorious position of Lord Brahma. Actually, he is our Adi Guru in our Sampradaya. All of this knowledge is coming down through Lord Brahma. But because of his great love for Krishna, he becomes an instrument for Krishna to perform his pastimes. So in this way, Krishna's Braj Leela is going on.
So, he was praying so many things. Janante eva jananto, na me bhaktva muna. Vaso tau vaibhavam gochara. Oh, anyone can tell that I know the endless glory of Krishna, but they are not true. Even myself I don't know. And then he again doing pranam, and when he was going, Krishna having a lotus flower in his hand, and he was doing like that, and he was keeping his hands on the shoulder of a shakha, and neglected Brahma. All the boys were told, oh, Chauma, Chauma, Chauma. Chauma means four-headed. Brahma, though our Guru, but he had done something wrong. He thought that I should stole away the friends of Krishna and cows, and then I will see what he is doing. So another sweet pastime I will see. But if he waited for some more time to see sweet pastimes of Krishna, automatically Krishna would have done. But he thought that I will do it. But Yogamaya of Krishna, he came in his mind, and Yogamaya did everything. What or Madhva Maharaj told. All gopis were married to Sakha. That is, Sakha was himself Krishna, and answer he will give that they had. So, after that, Krishna and Baldev, one day they were near Mathura border and Vrindavan border. There only ashok tree, no fruit, no flowers. But they were hungry. Their mother has sent their prasadam to other side where Krishna was to go. But Krishna suddenly came this. And he was very hungry. Then what became?
ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनाश्लाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मां विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनीति नामिने नमां विष्णुपदाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदान्त नारायणीति नामिने वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च Putidanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So Srila Gurudev has kindly instructed me to relate the pastime with Dhenukasura. So one day, Krishna and Baladev with the cowherd boys, they were in the forest. Gurudev has related. So the cowherd boys came to Krishna and Baladev. They said, big demon is attacking us. Hunger. We're very hungry. So we want you to kill this demon. So at that time, they were close to a very fragrant forest of tal fruit. Tal's like palm tree, and it has very fragrant, very tasty fruits. And they could smell the tal fruit. So they told that Krishna and Baladev, you should get tal fruit for us. So Krishna and Baladev, they went into the forest, and then Baladev, his little boy, looks like little boy, but he began shaking these huge, tall palm trees, and the palm trees were waving backwards and forwards, and the ripe fruit were dropping down, put, 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 on the ground. So in that forest, there was a big demon called Dhenukasura, in the form of an ass. So that forest, that tal forest, it belonged to Kansa, and Dhenukasura and his ass friends, they were guarding on behalf of Kamsa to make sure that nobody else tasted these very nice tal fruit. So, the ass, he represents ignorance. He doesn't just represent ignorance, he's personification of ignorance. Like in the West, for example, we know that, I've never seen, but they say, that if you have a carrot in front of a donkey, in front of an ass, so the ass will walk all day trying to get the carrot. And he's thinking, I'm coming closer, I'm coming closer, I'm coming closer, but he never actually gets the carrot. Just like a conditioned soul in the material world, he's chasing sense gratification. He's thinking, I'm coming closer, I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to enjoy. But he never enjoys. In the mountains, they use asses to carry heavy burdens. So there was one group of asses, when they came in the evening to the sheltering place, they found, oh, we left the ropes behind. So if we don't tie up the asses, then they'll all run away. One of them said, no, don't worry. If you just pretend to tie up the asses, they're so stupid, they won't run. So the leader said, okay, well, we'll try. What else can we do? So they pretended to tie up the asses, and sure enough, the asses just stood there like... Next morning, they wanted to move, so they started beating and kicking the asses, and they wouldn't move. But what to do? What have you done now? He said, listen, you've got to pretend to untie them. So they pretended to untie the asses and they moved up. The ass is so stupid. In India, they say that in the summer, there's very little grass. So the ass is eating all day. So much walking here and there, eating. And then he looks behind and he sees there's almost no grass. He thinks, oh, I haven't eaten anything. Oh, I've eaten so much because all the grass is gone. So he thinks I've eaten so much, he becomes fat. Just thinking about all the grass that he hasn't eaten, he becomes fat. And then in the rainy season, so the rains come and there's so much grass, and he's eating. And he looks around, he says, I haven't eaten anything at all. And then he becomes thin, very lean and thin, because he thinks he hasn't eaten any grass. So, ass is a very stupid animal. So Dhenukasura came out of the forest, he was very, very angry. And he began to kick on Krishna and Baladev. So asses, when they kick, they turn around and they give a good belt with the back hooves. One thing that ass in Bhagavatam is described how the ass, first of all, they sing very beautiful poetry. They're quite intoxicated by the beauty of their own voices. And then, when they chase the female ass, I've seen a film actually, the female asses are running like mad, and the male asses are running like mad after the females, and kicking their faces like anything. So Dhenukasura came round, and he gave a big kick with his hind feet on Baladev. And Baladev simply caught hold of his feet, whirled him around, and just by whirling he lost his light bears, and Baladev threw him into the top of the big tall tree. And the tree fell over on the next tree, and then that fell over just like a line of dominoes going down. So Baladev, he's Adi Guru, Akhanda Guru Tattva. So Guru destroys ignorance. If we surrender to Guru, then he will destroy ignorance. So Baladev, he was destroying Dhenukasura. Then Dhenukasura had so many ass friends, and they all came running out. And one after another, they were attacking Krishna and Baladev, and Krishna and Baladev were throwing them one after another, one after another. They're throwing him into the trees, and more of the trees were falling down. And the asses also, they were all different colors. Green, blue, red, all sorts. So it's a very amazing rainbow scene. And then there was red blood everywhere. So in this way, Krishna and Baladev, they killed Dhenukasura, the ass demon, who represents complete ignorance. And similarly, if we surrender to Gurudev, so Gurudev will uproot the ignorance in our hearts, and he'll replace with transcendental knowledge of Krishna's glories and his pastimes. Hare Krishna.
Dhenukasura is donkey. Donkeys are foolish. They are beaten by the hind legs of sea donkeys, and even they fall. In the same way, those who are foolish, they don't serve Krishna. They are like donkeys, beaten by the hind legs of their wives and others. So, we should always try to serve Krishna and to serve Gurudev. Otherwise, all we are like donkey and foolish who will not hear and obey Gurudev and serve Krishna. In this way, he was doing so many sweet pastimes. After that, Jamuna's water was mixed with poison. Kali from Ramanakdip has come there because he knew that Garuda cannot go there by the cost of Rishi. So he was taking shelter there, and by his very dangerous poison, whole water was burning, and any bird going from there, they used to burn there. Only one tree was there, big Kadamba tree, because on this tree, Garuda has taken the nectar in a jar there, and some, it may be dropped there, so it was only there. So, one day, the cows and Krishna friends were very thirsty. So, they came, and when they came nearer, they died. Krishna then thought, I should do something. And that is why he came and telling boy that you should wait here. I am coming very soon. And then he climbed on the tree and took his pitambar on the red vest and jumped. And at that time Kali became very angry and he attacked on Krishna. He folded Krishna and Krishna became lifeless. At that time, from Braja, Nanda Baba, Jashoda and all other running. At that time also Baldev was not there. So he also ran away and saw that, oh, Mother Jashoda, Nanda Baba, oh, they are going entered in that cloud. So he checked. And after some time, Krishna came out of his coil and came on the hay and on his horse began to dance like Shankar and blood coming from there, and then his wives began to pray, and thus Krishna told that you should go to Ramda, don't be here. And then he went there. He told that Garuda will make problem for me. Oh, now my, in our roads, my footprint is there. So he went. After that, Pralambasur was, and then Damanav. Krishna took fire and set the cows and his friends. So many. After that, in Saratkal, autumn season, everywhere water, in Jamuna, in ponds, in Sarovars, in Pavan Sarovar, in Krishna Kunda, Manas, Ganga, and Kusum Sarovar. Oh, very clear, and very cool breeze now coming. And Krishna, in this way, with Baladev Prabhu and other boys, he went to forest. Kusumitapa Naraj Sushmi Bringa Yudikala Bhust Sara Saran Mahidram Madhupata Avagya Charyanga Sapaspal Balas Chukuj Vedu. Krishna, in this forest of Vrindavan, everywhere, Delhi, Chaveli, Jui and Kadampa, was there. These were what? Humming. And cuckoo birds singing. More peacocks dancing everywhere. In this way, Krishna began to go from one forest to another. And all sakhas were praising Krishna, and they all began to play on their floats, and thus they were entered. And gopis, all the gopis, in their houses, in their sakhi meeting, in groups, and they are hearing as if flute is there, and it's very beautifully there. And then began to sing the glories of those who were there. Baraha Piyudam Natavarabahu. Now you should tell me, can you be in brief?